Hi there everyone, and welcome to this introductory course on Blazor. My name is Erlen, and I am an ex-banking and umbrella fund CEO. Now you might think that because I climbed up quite high up the corporate ladder in various financial services sectors, that I have a finance background and education. Well, I do, but I also have an engineering background and degree. And in recent years, I've gone back to my technical roots, so to speak, and these days my areas of focus include things like Bitcoin, machine learning and artificial intelligence, cybersecurity and ethical hacking, and just general web application development using tools like Blazor. Blazor is a modern suite of open source web development technologies that help you quickly build full stack, scalable, and highly customizable enterprise-grade web applications. It is not a no-code editor like Wix or WordPress, but it is one of the latest web development technologies and is one of my personal favorites because it greatly minimizes the number of programming languages that you need to learn in order to become super productive. C# is the only language that you need to be proficient at in order to leverage the power of Blazor. This course is geared for beginners, and while on occasion we will look at C# and HTML code, you will not be required to write a single line of code to get through this course. This course focuses on the underlying mechanics and operations of Blazor applications. In other words, how Blazor works. I have to ask that you trust me when I say understanding the mechanics of Blazor is an essential starting point. I see so many experienced C# developers on forums like Stack Overflow who are struggling with Blazor, not because they can't code, but because they don't really have the in-depth understanding of how the different types of Blazor applications work. I've divided this course into 5 parts, each consisting of a number of videos. In parts 1 and 2 of this course, I will be focusing on the theory of Blazor, what it is and why it is so powerful. We will only get more hands-on with this technology from parts 3 onwards. Then we will be using Visual Studio and browser developer tools to get more practical insights into Blazor. I will assume that you have the latest version of Visual Studio installed on your machine, and you will have to ensure that you've got the latest ASP.NET web development workloads installed as part of your setup. I will also assume that you have a basic understanding of the project and solution model inside Visual Studio and how one solution acts as a container in which you can organize multiple code projects. It's important that you understand that I will be using Visual Studio as my IDE and not Visual Studio Code, and I would recommend that you do as well. You will not need a detailed knowledge of C# or even HTML and CSS for this introductory course. It would be very helpful if you have at least a very basic understanding of web applications, but it is not essential. I've made these lessons as intuitive and as explanatory as I can, and you should be able to follow along without having to understand much of the underlying code.